welcome back to my channel. So, you guys, I am super duper excited that today we actually are doing my actual spring makeup looks. You guys, I can't believe we're about 6 more away. And then after you guys also see this makeup look, I am actually going to do these nerd candy. And also, guys, I'm gonna try and see if I can find some really interesting, awesome candy for my ASMR. So definitely keep on those, you guys. I am super duper excited. But of course, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely a thumbs up. And also, guys, make sure you guys also hit that subscribe button, and also make sure you guys also ring that bell, so that way you guys can see so much more exciting amazing content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm also really excited, you guys, to do my next upcoming of my ASMR content. So if you guys have any other fun ASMR videos that you guys will absolutely love to see, let me know in the comment down below. But also, for other ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so the first thing that I actually went through and also did off camera is my primer. And you guys know the one that I actually use, and that is the L'Oreal Spring Skin Perfecting Primer. This is the Hydrate, Moistures, and Blemishes. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys how far I'm on this one real quick. So you guys can see this is literally how much I have left right now as I speak. But I do want you guys to know I have about a few more uses left. And then whenever there's nothing left inside of this one, I will put this whole thing into my mega empties only. And then of course I'll be using the original one, and then I'll be also using the Pixie one and the AOA Studio one. But there's always so much more stuff that I will be including every month. So definitely stay tuned with you guys in my next makeup video. I am super excited. Alright guys, so the second thing I actually did off camera is my powder. And you guys know the one I'm already working on, and that is the Hard Candy Sheer Evie Translucent Loose Powder. So you guys can see this is literally how much I have left right now as we speak. Alright guys, so let me show you guys the inside real quick. So you guys can see I am literally about to be done with this really soon. But I'm also really happy, you guys, that I actually am finishing this right now. But when I do actually completely finish this, I will actually be cleaning of the inside. I'll just like leave it as it is. And I will be putting this whole thing in my mega empties only. And I'm very happy that one of my friends is actually going to give me one of her palettes. So I'll be using those pretty soon. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so the other thing that you guys also can see on my face is my foundation. And you guys know the foundation, I actually am about to be done anytime soon. And I can't wait to put in my empties. And that is my Tarte Shade Matte Foundation. And this is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. I'm also in the shade Light Medium Neutral. Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna see how far I'm exactly on this one real quick. Oh yeah, this guy is definitely on its way, about to be done. And I will actually am kind of like doing right now is I'm getting through every last bit of this inside. And then whenever there's like any left inside of this one, I'll just like, you know, literally pour it into my hand and literally just put it into my other foundation I'll be using. And I will be, you know, using that one. And then I will actually finally have this whole thing, you know, cleaned out the outside of the rim and also the inside of the rim. And I'll put the thingy back in here and the stick and everything. And then finally actually finish this and put it into the empties. So always thank you guys for so much foundations that I just can't wait to put in my makeup bag. So let's say if my other one also runs out of that I'll be using, I'll still actually be putting it into my empties. That I could just like, you know, pump it into my hand or just put it into my brush or just like put it on my face. So that way I can like get every bit of it, and then there's nothing left in the other one. I will still clean the outside and everything, and I will always give you guys more updates about our new foundations and also put them into my makeup bag. But I will always put this one first, and then I'll be putting another foundation in my makeup bag so that way I can know that's the next foundation I'll be using. And I'll be doing that, you know, a lot. So definitely stay tuned, you guys, and stay tuned for this really soon in my upcoming empties. Alright guys, so the other thing that I also am working on is my concealer. And you guys know the one I actually am using and also about to be done. And that is my Revlon Color Stay Matte Concealer. And this is the shade 03 Light Medium. But I definitely want to check and see how far exactly I'm on this one real quick. Oh yeah, this one is also at the exact same time of my foundation, but I will have both of them into my empties. But also I will actually just put the foundation into my concealer, and that way I can actually be continuing working on this one, and I'll just put this in my empties. But you guys will see both of them, and I'm really excited to keep stocking of more products. And I can't wait to do more makeup hauls, you guys. And I'm really excited to put the Kevyn Aucoin BUs. So definitely stay tuned for both of them, you guys, in my empties. I am super excited. Alright guys, so the other thing I actually did off camera is my brow product. Alright guys, so the brow product I am working on, that you guys know I'm already finishing, and that is my $1 Billion Brows, and this is the shade called Taupe. Alright guys, so let me show you guys how exactly far I am right now real quick. Look at that. So you guys can see this is literally how far I am right now as you speak. But also, guys, I'm really excited to clean this guy out first, and then I will get every single brow product I actually have inside of this one. And I think what I am gonna do is I'll be putting every last bit of this one into my e.l.f. one. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this thing completely cleaned out. And then I will have both of them actually cleaned out. And I'll have this whole thing in my Make It Empties only. And then of course I'll be putting a brow pencil, or actually I'll just put the brow product that I got from Dollar Tree that I've had from LA Colors, and I will be putting that into this guy, and so that way it's like easy to like use, and then I can get that one cleaned out. And then the highlighter part, I'll just actually scrape all that out and I'll put it into my highlighter. And then I'll be, you know, have that whole thing into the empties. And of course, I'll be having both brow products, but I'm always like, you know, checking, making sure. But you guys will see a ton of them in my empties. And I will always be buying Tide More at Dollar Tree or TJ Maxx. So if I actually just rather just keep it as it is in the packaging, I'll do that. But you guys will see this guy in my empties so soon. So definitely keep on this one, you guys, my makeup part pan for next month in October. Alright guys, so the other thing I also did off camera on my lips, and that is my lip combo. Alright guys, so the lipstick I am working on and I'm also using, and that is the LA Colors, actually CoverGirl, and that's the shade number 40. Alright guys, so let me show you guys how far exactly I'm on this one real quick. So you guys can see this is literally how much I have left right now as we speak. But you guys know I will always give you guys more updates of this actually specific lipstick. So definitely stay tuned, you guys, every single month. Alright guys, so the other thing that I also did off camera is my lip gloss. And you guys know the one I'm also finishing, and that is my Bath & Body Works Mare Mimosa lip gloss. But let me show you guys the inside real quick. You guys, look how far I'm actually at with this lip gloss. You guys, I can't believe this is my first ever Bath & Body Works lip gloss I actually am working through. But you guys will see this for the first time ever in my Make It Empties. So always stay tuned with this one, you guys. And I will also be using the CoverGirl one. So always stay tuned with that one, you guys, in my makeup for Japan. I am super excited. Alright guys, so the other thing I also am gonna go ahead and put on, and that is my Too Faced Melt Chocolate Solali Longwear May Bronzer. Alright guys, So the other thing I'm also going to go ahead and actually put on, and that is my Too Faced Papa Tone Peach. That looks so pretty. Alright guys, so the other thing that you guys know I'm always going to go ahead and put on, and that is the Steam from Space IB. This is actually called a Realistic Highlighter for Space Case Cosmetics. So you guys could see this is what the outside of the packaging looks like as we speak. This makeup look looks so good, like how it's like coming together. Alright guys, so the other thing I'm also going to go ahead and also put on, and that is my NARS palette. Alright guys, so you guys know I always am using, and that is this beautiful shade right here. I'm going to use that for my entire crease. Alright guys, so the second thing I'm also going to go ahead and also put on, and I'm going to actually go ahead and use a tiny bit of this shade right here, and I'm going to use that for my upper crease. Alright guys, so the other last thing, but not least, I gotta say, this looks really pretty, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and use this actual shimmery color, and I'm gonna use that for my entire crease. You guys, this makeup look looks so good. Alright guys, so the other thing but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Pure with Oregon Oil Big Look Mascara. Alright guys, so you guys know I'm gonna go ahead and actually put on this specific mascara on real quick and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so my mascara is on. Alright guys, so the very last thing but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and use my setting spray, and that is the hashtag Get the Lala Beauty. This is the Do You Boo setting spray. Alright guys, so here is my day number 6 of my spring makeup looks. And I gotta say you guys, this one is more like if you're going to a really fancy dinner and it's like you want to go all out with your makeup look. But if I was actually going to more like a romantic date night, I probably wouldn't wear this much of a highlighter. But the eyeshadow and everything else looks absolutely gorgeous. But it looks really good. But of course, if you guys are new to my channel, definitely a thumbs up. And also guys, make sure you guys also ring that bell so that way you guys can see so much more exciting, amazing content every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm also really excited, you guys, that my skincare is actually filling up right now as we speak. And also I don't have any accessories about to be emptied, but I do have a shampoo. It's literally about to be done anytime soon. And I will am also finishing my native conditioner, and I will be putting that in my empties and also my parents' empties too. So you will see my parents' accessories, my accessories, the guest actually goes through accessories and skincare. And I am super duper excited. But I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.